I just pressed the applause button and it ain't loading. Hail and howdy, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing today? Mother of God, I am hot. Holy hell, today got freaking hot, guys. So we are going to go for as long as I possibly can because holy shit. Oh God. I'm ready to have cold come back. I am ready to cool off again. I am done with the heat. I don't want to get it any hotter. This place is hell as it is. Oh, by the way, shout out Phil McCracken. Guys, did you know Phil McCracken's black? I had no idea. I found out tonight by watching TMNE and all that stuff. Turns out Phil McCracken's black. Never knew that. Never knew that. Roach King says, yeah, it's a bit warm out. Dude, it is fucking hell. It is hell. You couldn't handle the Jer stream today? Oh God, it was pain. It was pain. The Jer stream today was utter pain. We're gonna try our best to just punch through it, but God, like there's nothing really of value from the Jer interview today. I have like one section that we're gonna go over and then we're done because that stream was so bad. Oh, it was so bad. I could think of 1,000 times what I would actually ask Toby if I ever had a chance to actually, you know, have a discussion with him or anything like that. None of the shit came up. Why didn't you ask him about, like, hey, how was it being like one of the pioneers of YouTube? One of the first big guys getting to go from YouTube to working with Warner Brothers on Cartoon Network and doing all the, just ask about them. Ask about the cancellation and then what brought you back. Barely any of that stuff even got touched on. It was so atrocious. And what I did end up learning about, we'll talk about it. Apparently Toby P's blue. I didn't even make that shit up. Apparently, Toby Turner has blue pea. What the fuck? But anyways, hail and howdy, chat. How are you all doing? I see Ginger Norseman. I see Legatus. I'm gonna butcher your name because I always do. Kraut on Croissant Grant. I'm not even gonna try to say that last little bit. I'm from No AC Europe. I feel so bad for you right now, honestly. John Martin's hot. Have a cigar. Hey, I got it. I hate them. I don't know what that is. I see Roach King, Malbus over on Kick. I see you all. I've learned that Mel Doll is surprisingly accurate. Oh my God. Here, you know what? We're gonna do it. Hey, Desiree, how are you doing? Give me 1 second. Sorry. And again, we're gonna go for as long as I physically can go tonight, because I'm pretty sure I got overheated the past couple of days at work. And with a guy like myself who struggles with, you know, heat exhaustion and heat strokes and shit like that, I kind of try to keep an accurate, like, track of all that shit. And I can kind of tell that there is a little, I got way too hot because in some of the areas where you're supposed to be able to have, you know, like, cooling right now, it is fucking hot. So I'm checking that. Do you have water? This is the time of year. I drink 2 of these. Normally, when it's like cool or cooler, I'll drink 2 of these a day. This is the time of year where I'm drinking like 3 to 4 of these a day. Like it's a lot of these that I'm drinking. So I just have to get, I just have to muscle through it. I see Chairless go like the Zins. He's Jer-maxed. I mean, I've done Zins well before I knew Jer, so there's that. Our train rails melted. Fuck that shit. Fuck that. Like, my day job is hot, okay? It is fucking hot because not only is it like 90 degrees or something like that, it then amplifies because of where I work. There's no airflow and it's humid as all hell. Put a damn towel on my neck. See somebody saying stop being such a baby. It is what it is. 101 in Tennessee today. Okay, let me have my pain. You have tobacco in your mouth. You have no room to talk. I don't criticize somebody for having the vices. It's when you deny that you have a vice and it's obviously affecting you that I start having an issue. I admit that I have my vices. I zin, all that shit, and I don't have a drinking problem, but I do binge drink. So I guess that's technically a drinking problem, but I can control it. I don't need to drink, but there's a lot of people out there that apparently do need a drink and don't understand that they need a drink. So there's that. But anyways, let's start this up. So the topics we're going to try to hit all today, keyword on all this is try, is we got Angry Joe. He quit crashing out today. That's right. But he put out a video having to rewatch Supergirl. So we're going to go over his second fucking review. That's part of our plan for today, okay? The second thing that we're probably going to start off the night with is going over the Jer interview with Toby. It's that bad. Kind of want to get that one out of the way. Because holy shit. There was a period of time where I just wanted to end it all. And Jer fucked it up. He actually fucked up the entire interview. He dual streamed it onto YouTube as well as Rumble. Oddly enough, the YouTube side, it's gone, but he started on YouTube prior to starting on Rumble. So there's an entire section of the stream just gone. It's completely disappeared. Like a hair. It's completely disappeared. It doesn't exist right now. So you can't even go hunt that section down because it's just gone. Bye. So that's there. He also got ratioed into oblivion because it's him. Then we have one last thing, which is I don't know how many of you guys are aware of who Mr. Grizzy is. Really cool dude. We're not going to be criticizing Mr. Grizzy. Mr. Grizzy, though, found a stan. Put that stan in a video. Holy shit. We're going to watch Mr. Grizzy's video on this guy. Let me pull up the stan's name real quick before I forget. The channel that we're not reacting to a live stream from this dude. No. But Do Not Worry Podcast. Mr. Grizzy put him in a fucking video. And you've already seen this clip probably a couple times. We're going to react to the video this comes from. Okay? We're going to react to that because that's fucking wild. Holy shit. Holy shit, that dude's insane. I also got a couple other things if we have to get to it. We got the werewolf trailer, and I already saw somebody mention it about DSP's diaper, I think it was. Who was that? Somebody said it. Sturgeon says, what about DSP diaper butt? You know what? Why don't we could do that real fast. Because it's a real quick one. Nothing too deranged there. But for those of you who aren't aware, DSP has a weird... Angles aren't his friends. Let's just lay this out here. Angles aren't his friend with his style of body. So we have these pictures. Now, some of these are old. But okay, it's just just an awkward angle. Well, here's the newer one. Well, here's one. That's weird, bro. That's some weird angles. Why are you standing like this? What is wrong with this man? There's some weird angles here, okay? So there's just weird angles and the dude looks awkward. And people started bringing up the fact that it looks like you got a diaper on, buddy. It looks like you wear a diaper, especially because like for hours on end. For hours on end, he'll just stream and never get up to use the bathroom. Like he streams for 8+ hours a day at a time. I don't know how long he streams, and he rarely gets up to use the bathroom. So there is some questions going on here, but he put out this statement. And Phil addresses the diaper wearing allegations, claiming that his shorts just look loose because he lost a lot of weight.
Address the diaper? Sure, here's my address. I don't wear a diaper. You're a fucking idiot. There, and now you're banned. There's your address. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, you know, I don't pay any attention to this shit.
Yeah, you're addressing it and crashing out over it.
And then someone sent it to me. They said, did you see this on X that people are saying you're wearing diapers? Are you fucking stupid?
I mean, dude, when you take a look at those angles, they're not very flattering to you. You look extremely weird. And I see something says he's developing the old man jowls. He does. He looks like an old man. He kind of looks like Joe Biden. If Joe Biden still had some like color in his hair and stuff like that, he's starting to look like old man Joe. He's now old man Phil. It's just like, this is what he used to. He looked like this just a couple years ago. This is what he looks like now. He looks like a skeleton.
What are you talking about? Like, really, you have nothing to talk about. That Phil wears diapers.
Okay, if it doesn't bother you, then stop crashing out about it.
Cite your evidence. Oh, here's one frame where his shorts looked a little loose. Yeah, because I lost all the weight. Like, half my shorts don't fit. I have to actually take...
Your shorts don't fit for years because those are old pictures. That's not his current setup. Those are old pictures. So your shorts haven't fit for years?
The ties and tie them tight and do, to get the shorts to fucking stay up because I lost so much weight. These are shorts that I had back when I weighed 230 pounds. So they don't really fit anymore.
No. If you're wearing 200... No. Bullshit. That's your bullshit. That those are from when you weighed 250 pounds. That math don't math. That math don't math.
They look nice, but they don't fit. So what do you want me to do? Not gonna buy I have the like.
Yes, you have to buy a whole new wardrobe. If your clothes don't fit anymore, you have to buy a whole new wardrobe. That happens.
For today, I'm wearing the faux denim shorts.
Faux. Oh, God.
These are from Uniqlo. They're not really denim, but they're faux denim. They look like denim.
Does it come in denim?
See?
Sorry.
These actually fit me because I just bought them like a month or two ago.
God, he looks like a skeleton.
So, I mean, no, I don't wear... Again, this is what they come up with. Oh, look, Phil just did a week. Unprecedented levels of support. He's opening Pokemon cards. He's successful. Let's say he wears diapers because we have nothing else to talk about.
Dude. And I see John Martin says subscribe. Thank you so much, buddy. Dude. If it doesn't bother you, then don't bring it up. If it's deranged, don't talk about it. Also, Jeremy, I actually know my dad. Oh, then you're not black. Then you are not black. You can't say that. You can't be black and know your dad. We already know that one. Geezer alert. Geezer alert. I mean, dude, like what I just heard there. If you have clothes that don't fit you, donate them and get rid of them. It's fine to have some clothes around. I see DK Cripple says, witness the bees shut up. It's fine if you have a few clothes around that don't fit you, okay? A handful. But those are clothes for like going to bed in or some shit like that. Or lounging around the house. Not this. Like, dude, you've had these. This is your old setup. This is the older setup. This is a setup from... 2 years ago, and this is the setup from like 3 years ago. You've had this setup for a while. Why do you look this way? None of this shit makes sense. You look like you have a diaper on. No. Do you guys know? Here. I think I could show this up. King of the Hill. No butt. Let's see. Can I pull this up? I might get hit for this. I might. You want to know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the King of the Hill. Like this picture here. This picture right here reminds me on King of the Hill when we discovered that Hank has no butt. When Hank had no butt, this is what it reminds me of. He has Hank Hill ass. That's what it is. He has a Hank Hill ass. He has no booty. No booty at all. He has the Hank Hill butt. That we discovered it, chat. We discovered it. No booty. And hail everybody. And shout out to you guys. You guys are fantastic. But let's do this, okay? Let's get into the first one. I wanted to do Angry Joe first, but Joe's gonna take us a while. Joe might end up having to get pushed off just a little bit longer, just because of how long some of these are gonna be. Especially because that video he put out, I thought was gonna be like 20 minutes long. We could do it at like a 1.25 speed or something. No, it's over an hour. Went to go see that movie twice, by the way. He saw Supergirl twice and had to put out 2 over an hour reviews on Supergirl. What the fuck is wrong with that dude? But no, we're gonna do this. So why don't we get into this? So we're gonna do the Jer section, everybody. Anyone who had kids knows that is a diaper butt. Nah, I think it's a no-no, but I think he has Hank Hill ass. That's what I think. Hank Phil! That's right! I think he's Hank Phil. You're not going to be convincing me otherwise. He's Hank Phil. But we're going to get into the Jer section. So I'm obviously blocked by the quartering, and I don't check his Twitter enough anymore. Probably for a good thing. But Jer tweeted this out last night, by the way, at 2:25 a.m. Why? But no 9 a.m. show tomorrow, but big show at 2 p.m. Eastern. I wonder why there was no 9 a.m. show. I mean, you're up at 2:25 a.m. tweeting this out. There's probably something that you're doing that you shouldn't be doing, that you keep saying that you're not doing as much. I'm willing to bet that you're probably, you know, glugging all the time. But from there, we would get the Toby Turner interview today. And we're going to jump an hour ahead into this interview because it's filled with just nothing. Prior to this, though, I do want to hit just a few of these little points. But I want to show you this first. It's so ratioed. That's a 1.6K. That's a 1.6K downvote right there. That is ratioed into oblivion. This is bad. This is bad. Dude, you're screwed. And he said that he got hosted by Rumble today. Like, he was on the Rumble homepage and everything. He was dual streaming, was doing everything there. Granted, the YouTube stream doesn't exist anymore, so there's that, but that's besides the point. I just want to show you just how bad this stream was. So I have a couple of these clips that we're going to go over first, and then we're going to get into the actual part I haven't even downloaded it. I was watching on YouTube. Thank God it was on YouTube. Holy hell, I hate using Rumble for this shit. But Toby, I was annoying on stream. I drank a bunch of vodka. Jeremy, I understand completely. They were discussing why Toby hasn't been on prior. Toby said that he wanted to show up for the election stream that Jeremy was posting out there. And Toby didn't show up because he was drunk off his ass.
But I was annoying. I drank a bunch of vodka.
By the way, Toby looks bad. He looks so unhealthy.
I understand completely.
Oh God, he looks so fucking unhealthy. But we have more. We have this one as well. We have Melanie is barely contributing.
Yeah.
No, I don't like the violent people, the violent criminals, man. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's like, if people are on board with the country and on board with this idea, then I'm down with those people, right? Just a lot of people aren't.
Yeah, this is practically what Melanie gave today.
I know.
They come to this country. They want to
risk
support
their
it.
lives. They sail on a boat that they build in their bedroom. My old landlord, he sailed to America on a boat, a raft he made in his bedroom when he was 16.
I'm refreshing it because it's giving me X is fighting me again. Yeah, but that's practically all Melanie did was based, that's all. This was the stream. There was no real content. There was barely any discussion. It was all over the place. It was fucking deranged. But we're going to come over here, okay? Because this is the part that I actually want. And we're not going to do the full section because they end up breaking off and literally reacting to Toby's song yet again. For like the 5th time in a row. It is so fucking insane. $5 for what exactly? But we're going to post it to 1.25 speed. And we're just going to play it through. We're just going to play it because this is the only interesting part.
They're calling me all the time. They're like, this is crazy. This is real. This is real. We know.
Well, that's like what having Luke as a friend is like. I get a text from Luke in like the middle of the night. I'm like,
terrifying.
He's like, dude, did you see this? Either he usually sends me videos of AI street food, Indian street food, and like Pajit memes, Indian memes, or like hey, this is a new pill you need to take because there's a new scary thing coming out.
These
I
are
think
those pills and the supplements and
I have it right here for a reason, because they started off talking about pills and supplements and crazy shit like that, and then it just starts spiraling. Granted, it spiraled for an hour prior to this, but this is the only interesting part. And again, look at this. This is the literal fucking doll. She has no personality. It's just smile, smile, smile.
and all that stuff. I mean, it's
It's
interesting.
creepy.
I don't do that
Yeah.
stuff. Methylene blue. I have some of it. Maybe I should try it again. But Alex Jones loves that stuff.
yeah, I don't know because he's selling it too. I mean, they see it always kind of got to be a little. I mean,
Right.
RFK takes it.
Yeah. Right.
I'm not for or against it. Before I want to get one.
Makes your pee blue, which is great.
That was it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Video.
I'm going to play that back one more time. What?
So you see, it always kind of got to be a little. I mean,
Right.
RFK takes it.
Yeah. Right.
I'm not for or against it. Before I want to get one.
Makes your pee blue, which is great.
That was it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't want to know this. Why do you have that face? Why do you have that face? Mel has the face that actually makes sense here. Like, what? But Jer has the, oh, that's kind of interesting, huh? I don't want to know that your pee is blue now. Why are you telling us that your pee's fucking blue, dude?
okay.
Video.
No,
No, nobody wants a video. What? Toby, why are you offering to show us a bit video? Why are you offering to show people a video of you pissing blue? What is this?
not
I'll
another
post it
one.
on my Twitter.
Not another one? So you already saw Toby's dick? We already saw what Toby's dick look. You already know what his dick looks like? What the fuck?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Melanie's a big methylene blue girl, right? You're
Wait,
I am?
No.
Oh God. This is when Mel gets brought into the
I've never tried it. No.
You haven't done it? Oh, God,
No.
thank you.
I figured you'd be open to it. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I've looked into a little bit. I'm like, what is this stuff? I don't know.
It's
I'm scared.
It's like dye. It's just weird that.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared to take like even supplements. Like, yeah.
You're a health nut though. Like you're all about being healthy, being fit, doing all this stuff. Why are you terrified of supplements? Like supplements make sense. You constantly work out and talk about being healthy and all this shit. Why are you terrified of this shit?
yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, but
Yeah.
None of
So
it.
if you're into it and it works, if you think it works for you,
Yeah.
good for you. The last thing I wanted to ask, if that's okay, just because it's kind of an elephant in the room that we all three of us have kind of something in common.
No, this would be a normal thing to ask Toby. Like what you're about to do would be a normal thing to bring up, probably not an hour into the stream prior to him, leaving, because he practically leaves shortly after this. But seriously, this is the thing you would ask right around maybe the 30-minute mark. Like, this is a big thing. This really defines who Toby is and define Toby's career, what you're about to ask.
And I think we all view it. I mean, I know Melanie and I view it the same way, but like, we've all been like canceled, not to your level. You were epically canceled.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, one of the OG hardest cancels I've ever seen in my life.
I invented cancellation.
Yeah.
Yes, because he was one of the first people that got Me Too'd. Successfully got Me Too'd, by the way. That's why Toby's story is so interesting, because he went from like this massive high to getting Me Too'd prior to us fully understanding what Me Too was, and everybody actually believed it. That's why his entire story is fascinating. Why did you wait so long to discuss this? Nugget and biscuit, dip it in the mashed potatoes. Sorry, I had to.
Yeah, Toby. Yeah, he got butt fucked bad.
No, I could have just kept making stuff. I just was like, fuck you guys then.
Yeah, well, isn't it funny how? So the point I was getting to is it kind of feels like being canceled creates kind of like it's like a superpower.
Why does he constantly have to keep talking about canceling though? Like asking Toby about his cancellation, what his thoughts were, how did it play out, like what happened, doing all that makes sense. Asking Toby that question, where we're about to be going, is Jer crying yet again about his own crash out.
Once you go through it once, you like
Nothing else
you don't give a shit anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, like Melanie's been canceled.
I don't like it. I wouldn't recommend, but it's kind of like necessary if you're gonna
Yeah.
do anything
No,
in
it's
your life.
not.
Like you don't want to just prance around on fucking this
Yeah.
dodging glass all the time. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna walk here then.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of my country, immigrants.
Fuck out of my country.
Yeah, I found it to be Melanie
That's dumb.
had her famous Gooner Gate. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but
I'm gonna look that up.
yeah.
See, he's all interested now. He's all interested. The moment Gooner gets brought up, he's like, oh, this sounds interesting. What did you get canceled for? Oh, I'm going to look into that. They were flirting on stream. To the nth degree, he was flirting hardcore with Mel. And Mel was flirting back a little bit.
It was insane.
She basically said, like, she had some
Well,
views on
basically
video
because,
games.
Anti-Gooner?
well, yeah, I'm anti-Gooner games. And so, like, because then you had, like, because it was like, okay, the anti-woke started speaking against, like, the making female characters look like transgenders and stuff. And I was all about that. But then it was like, all of a sudden, they started really pushing Gooner games. And I was like, wait, guys, I'm not.
Remind you guys, what she defines as Gooner games were games like fucking what was that game? Shit. It was a Korean looter shooter, like hero looter shooter, essentially. That's what she defined as Gooner games. Yet at the same time, she's not gonna do this, right? One of the big things that people were putting out was that she promoted games like Chainsaw Man. Lollipop Chainsaw. Her favorite game ever was, it wasn't Stellar Blade, but she did promote Stellar Blade. She promoted the shit out of Stellar Blade. She loves to the nth degree Lara Croft. Like, she loves Gooner games and came out against shit. What was it? The First Descendant, that's what it was. She came out against First Descendant because of a clip where a gamer chose to, the Last Descendant, thank you. A gamer chose to angle the camera in such a way to look at the booty while the character danced. That is what spurred on Goonergate. A gamer choosing to play a game in the way that he wanted to. Yet, she ignores all the shit that she's done in all this Gooner promotions and shit like that. This is where you were. Ignore me. I was right. So it was the First Descendant. I thought it was either first or last. It was one of those two.
I'm all about making the female characters look pretty, but I'm not about the Gooner games.
What's
like,
a Gooner game?
Yeah, she won't be able to define it.
Gooner
like,
games
if
are
you have
like,
a go ahead, Melanie. Yeah,
it's like
she
these
knows
games
you
that
got
are
it.
like, they make them for women too, but it's just like these games
Is it
that
like
are
a Chinese thing or something?
well,
It's not like a full-on
it's-
sex game.
It's kind of like, it's like soft porn. It's like they basically, that's the purpose of it.
Softcore porn. That's what she's saying. So the First Descendant, a game that is a looter shooter with extremely attractive women, is softcore porn to her. This game here is softcore porn because somebody angled a character in such a way to look at their booty. Yeah.
But it's to make the player goon. Like
Okay.
that.
Oh, okay.
There's not much depth to it. It's like those cheap gotcha games.
You mean
And
like
it's
Lara
just like,
Croft?
oh yeah, here, just
Yeah, I heard about the gotcha game. I don't know anything about
yeah.
it.
So
But I just started interacting with some VTuber, and I have a tweet from like 10 years ago. I was like,
Is
I
it
wish,
Kirsha? Kirsha's based.
I don't know.
Yeah, and Kirsha likes the Gooner games. Whole hardcore.
You don't have to say who it
She's
is,
great.
but
Oh,
she's great.
Oh, you like her, but she likes the Gooner games too. There's entire times where she'll be playing one of those gotcha Gooner games on stream where she's just poking around, poking hot girls. That's the game. That's literally, it's like some ship girl game, and she'll just get girls and start poking them on stream. That becomes the game. That's all she's doing the entire time is touching her little girls and their Gooner games. Oh, but you hate Gooner games. Kirsha loves them.
Yeah,
Just
you
random,
should- yeah.
just whoever. I just followed a couple people. And then, but yeah, 10 years ago, I tweeted, I wish girls had tails. And then that one blew up.
I'm convinced he's a furry.
again.
Oh
And it's
yeah.
like, me too. I like this Toby guy. I'm like, hey, what's up? Welcome.
funny.
Yeah, Toby is single, ladies. So if you have a tail out there, and
If you have a tail, it's your
and
life.
Realized we got to this point when we were trying to ask Toby about his cancellation, and instead we had to start hardcore talking about Melanie's cancellation.
You have a tail. It's
Yeah.
only a requirement.
yeah, and feet. The but yeah, she's been a
I've
you
been
know,
canceled a million times.
she
And,
got
like,
canceled
for,
over the.
for COVID vaccine
How
stuff
do you
because
get
I didn't.
canceled? I don't understand.
Well, like
Your channel gets deleted or what?
Well, she got fired from her.
I
Like yeah,
actually got like because I used to do a
job.
bunch of mainstream video game hosting and stuff.
You got let go because they wanted a younger model that was better at the job. That's why you lost your job.
And
yeah, no, I saw that stuff.
yeah, GameStop TV and all that kind of stuff. And so then it was like, oh,
didn't he assault like 5 women? So I don't know. That's Salty Australian. I don't know if that is true or false. That's why I do think Toby's cancellation is so fascinating, because all those claims came out like right before Me Too started, before that whole generation started. So when we heard those claims, we took it as gospel. So I do want to reevaluate all that shit, because I don't know what's true or not from that whole time. Although, listen, I like Toby a lot. I do. I think he's funny. I think his content is great. It is nostalgic for me. There's something not right with his head right now. That's what I'm just gonna point out. Like, we hopped an hour in. This stream was just deranged. It's all over the place, and his tweets are all over the place, and it's wild.
Hey, after I started like speaking out against the COVID vaccine stuff and my Christian beliefs and being against like the pride parades and that, yeah, that was like any mainstream gamer stuff, like not anymore. Like I lost almost all my friends, and yeah, no more of those mainstream opportunities I used to get. But hey, it's just like you said though, getting canceled is like it's needed for most people, because then you just quit caring what people think, and you just need to get it out of
or you just don't care what people think to begin with. That's usually my mantra.
the way, and then
You can't be honest otherwise. I mean, is your soul just for sale? It's like, I never sold out.
Exactly. Yeah.
As far as I know, but I would get paid to do product promotion stuff.
I don't know, Toby. You had action figures. I mean, I'm just saying.
I like those things, dude. They're cool. That was in line with my beliefs.
Yeah, that's true.
We had, bro. It was so sad. I was gonna be in every Walmart in the world.
He was in a lot of Walmarts. He was on fucking Cartoon Network. Like, he was popular. He was a massive content creator, and we barely even scratched the surface on him.
wow.
Never put a single one in the store. So I sold them all myself, but
Yeah, you did.
it was so annoying. And that's the
But by the way, that's gotta be what happens to Jer. He's never gonna get CBC in fucking Walmarts ever.
thing that, that's just so dumb, dude. It's like the whole situation is just like, it's a very sad thing. I mean, I don't think about it too much now, but it's like, finding out that women get bitter and angry and jealous and stuff, but it's like, you don't really, that's why it's hard for me to find people that I trust now. But
are you jaded now? I feel I get kind of jaded now when I talk to people though. Like,
I want to know what Toby's thoughts are. Quit inserting yourself into all this. Like, you brought Toby on to interview Toby and learn about Toby. Why do you keep inserting yourself into this discussion? Shut up. Shut up. Toby's cancellation is like, his whole story is something that I like to sit down and look at, because it is fascinating. He was Mr. Beast prior to Mr. Beast. Like, that's how big he was at that point in time. He was popular amongst children. I know somebody brought up Nugget Biscuit, but you had I literally was singing it earlier and I forgot. Badger. You had the Badger song. You had Do You Like My Sword? The Diamond Sword song and all that. Yeah, obviously they brought up Assassin's Creed, but he has so many songs. He was so relevant. He was somebody who was working with Cartoon Network. He was this popular, prominent content creator, and now he's here, and it's something interesting to look at. And by the way, we got 5 gifted members from Malbus over on the Kick side. Shout out to you, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It is amazing. Mini Minotaur. Oh, I haven't seen that one. Toby was was on the Annoying Orange TV show. Was he really? I forgot all about that. That is so fun. Like, that's how prominent Toby was. And that's what people quickly forget about Toby. There's a Turkey Tom documentary out about Toby Turner and like his rise and fall. And it is a fascinating watch through to remember like how prominent this dude got. And you didn't even really tackle any of that shit on the stream.
Like,
That kind of happened to me where I just think everybody hates me. It's like,
we do. Well, I don't hate you because hating people is wrong. I really dislike you though, because you're a hypocrite. That's the biggest problem.
oh yeah, well, they'll turn on me like they all do. Like, that's just always in the back of my mind. Like, it's only a matter of time. I'm going to share something that offends them and they're not going to want to be my friend anymore. Like, that's always something I battle with.
Yeah, but it's just like, well, fuck you, and then and then mute them.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's yeah.
This guy today, he was like, I'm sick of these famous people thinking they can just say all this stuff and then nothing happens. I'm like, I'm sick of you thinking violent criminals should be released by corrupt judges onto the streets with everybody else in my country. By the way, get out of my country. And I get like 1,000 likes. He gets 1 like.
I saw that. That was a pretty epic ratio. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That I think getting canceled is what does what pushed that. Someone says they weren't really your friends, Mel, not like Chat and Jeremy. Hey, I'm ride or die.
You're only ride or die because you pay her $500 a month and she's the only one that's still stuck around. Everybody else hates you.
I'm hard.
Yeah.
I'm also ride or die.
Yes, me too.
You know,
Mel, you're only ride or die because he paid you. He pays you $500 a fucking stream.
I'm ride or die. Both of you guys, you're both my best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't.
Hey, real quick, Phantom GB with a gifted member. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
I don't. You get burned a lot. You know, Melanie dragged me down like multiple times, and then.
Well, yeah, because you decided to side with her during Goonergate, and yet you still act the way you do. I played it last Saturday when he was creeping out over WNBA players. Like, he was hardcore gooning on stream. So yeah, you're constantly siding with her on everything against the gooning, yet you yourself do the gooning. So it doesn't even make sense what it is that you do. Okay, your guys' whole dynamics are fucking deranged.
And then she got dragged into my shit, so I'd say we'll call it even.
Yeah, we're even now.
Yeah,
I don't read anything about it.
No, it's good. It's good.
It's all nonsense.
It's dumb.
Yeah, but I mean, it's hard to find people who are ride or die in a world where like.
Yep.
You had people that were ride or die, but you try to drag them down with you. D-Day Cobra, he was a ride or die guy. He was always fucking backing you. He was always on your side. And then you decided to backstab him. And he called your ass out for that shit, and you decided to act like a little fucking baby bitch. So quit with this nonsense. You burned the bridges yourself.
Mention culture is like a currency.
Now it's easy for me because those are the people that just never went anywhere. So it's like, okay, they are.
Right.
Well, I mean, the person that's not going anywhere right now is Jer.
They're never going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Even with the recent Supreme Court decision, okay? Like, there was a couple big Supreme Court decisions today, okay? One of them was all about campaign finances and shit like that and people being able to spend money where they were. All of that shit, all that money, yeah, that's going to be going to a lot of content creators. Not the quartering.
No.
So it's nice. That's the way to like burn away the whatever leeches.
Yeah, that's true. You make a lot of people who you think are your friends on the way up, and
I think about it. Like my first big canceling, almost all of my friends I lost at that time, they're not like getting any views anymore. Like they quit.
Or maybe they're not making content anymore.
They're all cooked, right?
They're all done.
Pussies.
Yeah, they're all done now, and it's like, oh wow, that's crazy.
Someone said, wait. Oh, so you guys got
some Zen right now.
Oh, terrible habit. Terrible habit.
I need something. I need some habit, bro.
I don't even know what that is.
My wife is so pissed.
How do you not know what this shit is?
My wife is so pissed about them. I used to smoke. I smoked for a long time. I quit like 10 years ago.
For 2 years, and then I was like, I gotta stop this.
Yeah, vaping is. If you're gonna vape, just smoke.
I'm practically done with this now because their way of doing this made no sense. Like, they're talking about cancellation. They start getting into a cancellation. They then talk about Zen. They listen to the fucking song again. And now we're going to hop right on over here. Okay, we're going to hop here because guess what they get back into?
All right.
See you, man.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Tobuscus, everybody. Very cool that he came on the show. Big fan of Toby, and he was. I didn't want to dwell on the cancel stuff too much.
Right.
I mean,
No, you should. That's a big thing. You should discuss it. Get his thoughts and feelings.
well, it's distant history. Really happened 10 years ago, and it was basically nonsense.
Yeah.
And it was just at a time when canceling people was like really hot. Like,
It was at the start of canceling people. He was one of the first people to get canceled. Quit saying it was really hot. He was one of the OGs. That's why it's so fascinating.
Like it was like 2015 to 2017 were big, have a minor indiscretion, ruin their life kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It was very weird. And, you know, even I participated in a little bit of it at the time, and I regret that. You know, it was such a weird time to be alive. Like, I remember, like, there was remember that girl that was, like, reacting to anime videos and just, like, stealing the anime episodes? Like, I get that what she was doing was just stealing the anime episodes.
Literally, yes. What she was doing was objectively wrong and awful and ruined YouTube. She was stealing other people's content. She was doing a bad thing.
And uploading them. But, like, did we have to ruin her life? Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
She stole content from other people and made YouTube's copyright system the way it is now. Like, she started all that. I'm not saying we ruin her life, but still, like, she fucked shit up. You talk about that, and yeah, you shame her.
No, like, I have a lot of regrets about that, doing that stuff. And
so you want her to go around stealing content? Are you fine with that?
Because, you know, well, look at once it happens to you, then you're like, oh.
What about when it came to what's his name? Oh, the cuck that used to be on Timcast all the time. Shit, why am I blank? Jack Murphy. What about Jack Murphy? Do you feel bad for what you did to Jack Murphy? Do you feel bad for what you did to Eliza Blue? Do you feel bad for what you did to Brie Larson? Do you feel bad about any of that stuff? No, because you would have put out an I'm sorry video by now. Hell, when it comes to shit, Lauren Southern, she put out that entire fucking that entire article about you. You haven't said sorry to her yet. You've ignored that. So do you actually care? I doubt it. We have a moral obligation for the good of YouTube ecosystem. Yeah, we do. Like something like what that girl was doing. And I don't, you guys said her name in chat. Susie Lou. I don't think it was Susie Lou, but when it comes to something like that, when it comes to like people using the copyright, like creating the copyright system the way it is today, because she's one of the big reasons we have this system where I could barely react to anything on stream if it comes from Hollywood. Yeah, you shame people that caused that. You shame individuals for doing that because that's stealing other people's content and has ruined it for everybody. Like, if we get to it, I would like to react to the werewolf trailer tonight. I'm probably gonna have to clip out the werewolf trailer reaction. I would like to react to the Cyberpunk trailer. Probably can't react to the Cyberpunk trailer. And it's all because of people like that we're here now. So yeah, I'm gonna criticize that woman and call her the fuck out for that shit.
Oh yeah, wait, actually, this is kind of fucked. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that was one big thing that really opened my eyes to how cruel the woke people were whenever they started doing all these cancel campaigns and stuff. And there were like, man, people were too scared to defend anybody. And I remember when they went after Robert Workman, he used to write for Kotaku, did like freelance stuff there, and like, okay, some like competitor freelance journalist girl speaking out against him and calling him a creep. This was somebody that like everybody in the industry knew of at events and stuff, and he was, you know,
or Vince
pretty
too.
autistic. And so I was like, yeah, so it's
just Vince Mignogna. You mean Vic Mignogna? Vic Mignogna, not Vince. Vic.
Just like, man, people are calling him a creep when that wasn't how he was at all. Like, there were maybe some social boundaries they didn't totally grasp, but like, he wasn't a creep, and that definitely wasn't his intention. He was like that with everybody. But
that was a weird time where like it was mostly, actually I gotta quick do this shout out to Rumble.
You see this is why your entire show isn't watchable. And hey, it's Chewy, how are you doing? We're not keeping going through this shit because it's so unwatchable. But you're actually on a roll with something interesting, and then you're like, yeah, but but wait, real quick, we have to do an ad read right now. Dude, you just destroyed the entire flow of the conversation. You can even see in her face, like, we were rolling. You can wait. You can wait a little bit before doing a Rumble Wallet ad read. Why? Mid conversation, start shout out to Rumble Wallet. Yep. And they stay on the fucking cancellation topic all the way to the very end. Like, they get maybe one more other topic in, and then it's over. That's what the stream was. It actually deserves the ratio it got. It fully deserves the ratio where it's sitting at right now because it was that bad. Jer is the Xbox of streamers? No. Jer is the... Fuck, what was that? What was that Google Cloud Service gaming system that they were putting out there for a while? Google Cloud Gaming Service. Stadia. Jer is the Stadia of streamers. Because at least Xbox One at least still has Halo and Gears of War. There's still something there to be like, you still have your defining characters, shockingly enough. Stadia, though, came and went like a wet fart. Holy shit, that is the Jer. There was nothing there. Nobody wanted it. Nobody desired it. Yet it was pushed on you everywhere. So you thought it was popular for a time being. And then it died. Died like a fucking... I don't think I could say that on the stream. Never mind. But the last little thing I have on the quartering real quick is he says this as well because he decides to go talk about his fucking coffee brand coffee again on stream, which I am so checked out of Jer content altogether. Like it literally hurts me now to watch him. I hate it. I hate every second of dealing with this retard. But at the same time, the guy is so retarded, it's nearly impossible not to talk about him. But this was the last little thing I wanted to get to. So he starts doing a sort of coffee brand coffee ad read. But he says something really interesting because he keeps wanting to get into Walmart. Newsflash, it ain't gonna be happening.
Oh.
Yeah. Never happened.
Because like that's the thing is usually with actual victims, it's extremely hard for them to even.
Could you imagine reliving it every day?
Let alone to be making a spectacle out of it. That doesn't sound like something that's not typical behavior of most victims.
Yeah. The oh, by the way, I should
see again. You're talking about like victims canceling all this crazy shit, and then you get here and you're right. Great point, Mayor. And I see Phil goes like, "You have Jer fatigue." I do too. This was going to be I just wanted to do this for Toby. Most of these, I'm only going to be bringing up like maybe a clip here or there. I'm not going to be doing full segments on Jer as much.
let you guys know. I have our hot butter rum coffee. So if you go to buycbc.com, it's by Charlie Bravo Charlie.
I know what it is by now. You don't have to keep saying the exact. I hate that you say Charlie Bravo Charlie. I hate it so much. You said CBC. Quit saying Charlie Bravo Charlie. You're trying to be cool and edgy there. It's not cool and edgy. It's gay. Stop it.
My hot butter rum K-Cups are $5 right now until they're sold out. I think there's like 50 left or something like that.
Yeah, they're $5 right now because they're about to go expired, just like everything else that you ever put on here.
But also, all of our coffees are available on there. These are our own unique blends, not available anywhere else. Top sellers like Blueberry Cobbler, our Kona coffee, our Silky Ultra Dark Roast, double caffeine. We even have decaf, maple cream. We have all sorts of stuff, and it supports the show. And you should check it out. If nothing else, stock up on hot butter rum. Throw some in the freezer.
Yes, throw your almost expired coffee in the freezer. Throw the almost expired coffee in the freezer, guys.
$5. Losing my ass on that. But
it's the only thing that's selling right now as well is your fucking shit on discount.
Well, I got to give reason to people to try it out. So
it's not to try it out. It's to get rid of all your almost expired shit. That's why you're doing it.
Yeah, now that's profit. Yeah, that's not profit. That's the opposite of profit. But hopefully you'll try some of our other flavors that I make a whole $1 on. And by the way, working forward on should be available at Walmart soon too. There was some hiccup with the paperwork.
He said there was a bunch of paperwork earlier this week. I think it was yesterday. He brought up the paperwork and everything, how he had to get some legal people involved. Like he had to get some legal shit worked out there. Wonder what legal shit he's having to work out right now before he can even get into Walmart. I wonder what's going on there.
Let me go to this part. That I have to resubmit, but we'll see here.
Nah, you're not getting into Walmart. Here's the thing. This is what I think is going to happen. And this is the end of the Jer segment. Okay, we're only going to bring Jer up if there's something actually interesting to talk about from now on, because I'm legitimately Jared out. I am so tired of this fucker. Here's the truth about Jer. and how he's going to get into Walmart. If you guys aren't aware, Walmart.com is very similar to Amazon.com. Not one and the same, but similar in the sense that Walmart.com will allow small businesses to sell stuff off of their website. You can get a lot of products from Walmart.com similar to Amazon. That's what's going to end up happening. He's going to get Coffee Brand Coffee onto Walmart.com because he's a small business, and that's how he's going to be saying that he's being sold at Walmart, is because it's no different than Amazon at that point in time. That's going to be his fucking loophole there. Now, I still don't know if he's ever actually going to get on Walmart.com because of all the paperwork and legal things that he's probably having to deal with, whether that's the, I just had the name of it. I want to say medical, but I know it's not medical. The nutrition information, putting all that stuff on there, the health, all that shit, putting all that stuff on there. He's going to need that to even probably get near there. And he's probably struggling with that right now, but, and both e-selling platforms get the cut. That's right. He's still going to lose money on this. It's not going to help him. He's still going to be hurting. And it's just going to be Walmart.com. So then he's going to go around and go like, see, I'm sold at Walmart. I'm sold at Walmart, guys. Walmart.com, though. Yeah. You're not going to add that little asterisk right there. You're never going to be in a Walmart store. You're not big enough. Your competitors that go into World Market sell 5 times as much as you, and they're not in Walmart. You're not getting there, dude. You can't sell that much money. You can't sell that much product. And even if by miracle you get there, it's probably only going to be there for a limited time, because then he's going to lose it all because he's not selling the product. Shit on shelved is the only thing that will count. Yeah. If it's not on the shelves, it's never going to count. People will always point that out, but he's going to try to do the loophole that it's on Walmart.com. Hell, when I was first starting YouTube, I tried to buy a mic and shit like that from Walmart on Walmart.com. Guess who the seller? I didn't know that it wasn't actually from Walmart. It was from some third-party seller. And it was a shit mic, and it came broken and everything. It was nonsense. But I didn't know it came from a third-party seller until I tried to return it at a local Walmart. And they were like, oh yeah, we sell stuff from third-party people all the time. You can return it here, but it's going to take longer to get your return, and it's going to be a harder process. Fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. But okay, let's move on here. Let me take a swig of water, and then I want to hit this real quick. Hey, Speed Force, how you doing? By the way, guys, not trying to do what Jared does. Schedule. If you guys are curious about what the schedule is right now, schedule is going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Once House of the Dragon's done, Sundays as well. That's pretty much it. 8 p.m. usually throughout the week and shit like that. You'll know what it is. It's pretty good. It's going to become self-explanatory. Just keep an eye out on notifications and shit like that. But anyways, I want to hit this. Amazon sucks on many levels, but it has the best return policies. It does. Oh my God, the amount of shit I've had to return from Amazon because I thought it was one thing and wasn't. It's so easy to return stuff on Amazon. And I actually prefer to use Amazon over everything else. So there's that. But I want to hit this. So I don't know if this is true. I don't know if this is going to happen. And I lean on the side of this isn't true and this isn't going to happen, because one, God is not this funny. Okay. Always remember this. God is not this funny. But from Smash JT, this is a rumor. Take it with a grain of salt. There's a rumor going around that Neil Druckmann is on his way out of Naughty Dog, as Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet is running into serious financial / development issues. This would be one of the wildest things if true. I don't necessarily believe it, but the way the industry is going, nothing should surprise me right now. Or surprise me. The industry is going sideways right now, and I want to pull this up. Does Heretic Prophet have a release date yet? That's what I'm curious about. So let me look this up. Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. Release I can't type for shit. Date. Mid to late 2025. So we are right around a year from when Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet was supposed to come out. And if you guys don't, I'm not going to play this trailer in full, but if you guys don't remember what this stupid game was, oh my God, it was hideous. I think this is the trailer. Like, this was the game. Something's happening. Here, I'm gonna jump forward. Fuck this shit. Fuck how long this is. There you go. This was the game. This nonsense video game right here, which was all about like going to a planet, to religion, all sorts of craziness. Granted, it's from Naughty Dog. This was the game. This was supposed to be the game that revolutionized storytelling and shit like that. Which brings us over here. Looks like a bald Phil. Looks like a bald, more masculine Phil. Philip Chan is who we're talking about here. Looks like a bald, more masculine Philip Chan. That's a burn on both of them. That's a burn on both of them, both the actress and Philip Chan. But this game is just fucking insane. Like, look at this. This is a woman. This is a woman. God damn it. But it brings us over here. Like, this game was announced all the way back a year ago. This game was announced December 12th, 2024. We really haven't heard anything from this game in forever. Like, we haven't heard anything from it. We haven't seen any updates or anything like that. And now we're hearing that there might be development issues, financial issues. It wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me because this is not the first time you've had issues over at Naughty Dog. Now, again, I don't think it's true because God's not that funny. God is not funny enough to come down here and tell you that the guy that ruined video gaming, one of the big people that like praised Anita Sarkeesian, destroyed one of the biggest IPs that was out there for a time being in its second game, this dude who hates gamers to the nth degree, wants to be a part of Hollywood and is being rejected by Hollywood. There's nothing out there. God's not funny enough to tell you that this dude lost his job, but the thing that might lead into it was, remember, there was supposed to be a Last of Us online game. That got shit canned. There's been so many attempts to make new Last of Us content that keeps getting shit canned. Naughty Dog can only constantly re-release the first two Last of Us games. And the first one always does relatively well, while the second one constantly flops. So, with that all the way, yeah, if he does leave, fuck him. Fuck him. Who gives a shit? The Last of Us online game is a mod project now. Because the mods are going to be the only people that can actually put that shit out. People that actually cared about the franchise are the only ones that can do it. They can't do it. Naughty Dog's incapable of making content anymore. That's why, like, the idea, I could see this being a reality, that Neil Druckmann does leave Naughty Dog. I could see it as a fact. But at the same time, life doesn't work that way. It's too funny. That would be too hilarious for that to happen, and God does not work that way. The first one was goddamn brilliant. Never played the second one. The second one was a disaster. Completely destroyed the entire franchise. Destroyed anybody's actual interest in the world at all. And when it got adapted for fucking TV, it flopped. Just like everybody out there said it was going to do, what was going to happen. Season 1, even though Season 1 was atrocious of Last of Us, Season 1 might do good, but Season 2 is inevitably going to fall off, and it fell off. The exact moment when Joel gets killed in the fucking show, falls off. We need to remove all gamers from making games. It's all simple solution. All non-gamers. Okay, I see what you were trying to say there. Yeah, non-gamers don't need to be making video games. People that actually care about video games should be making video games. People that actually care about storytelling should be making these stories. People that just want to push agendas should stay as far away from this shit as humanly possible. That's why we're at. That's what happened with fucking Supergirl. Supergirl was a movie legitimately designed to push an agenda. You're not going to be able to convince me otherwise. It was all about pushing their nonsense fucking agendas, and it crashed and burned. Weasel says I should be making video games. Weasel, you actually probably could put out a good video game. I originally went to college to make video games. I was not good at programming. That's part of the reason why I didn't do that, because I had to learn that. But I learned 3D design. I learned a bunch of this shit. But the one thing that I was always really decent at was the storytelling aspect, because I like to build the worlds. I like to build out the story, the characters, and things like that. And just almost everything I made was mediocre. Again, I was like 18, 19 at the time. They're not good. It was not good. Looking back at it all, it's like, God damn, these are shit. But I'm still playing around with that stuff because I wanted to put out good content. But that's me playing around. I don't know if it'll ever see the light of day. But people like Neil Druckmann that think they have a story to tell, they don't. They just want to go out there and burn shit down. Biggest reason why... Oh, Phantom GB, you're making a game? And I will say, there's some people out there that think that they can make games like Neil Druckmann on the right, and they can't either. I've been given some codes to some video games that are shit. I can remember one of them. Like, there was this one game. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I don't think I don't know. Is it still in my Steam library? Just don't pull a Grums. Never gonna pull a Grums. Never gonna pull a Grums. I really dislike some of the shit Grums has done in his entire life, but I want to pull this up. I want to try to remember what was the name of this game. I'm opening up my Steam because I got it for free on Steam. I played it one time on stream because I got a review copy. It was shit. I'm trying to see, is it still here? The Great Rebellion. Okay, The Great Rebellion. I remember now. Oh, this game. See, can I pull up? Right here. Okay. I think this is the... No, this is a review. Never mind. I want to see, can I find a trailer? I find a fucking trailer for this, because this game was fucking awful. What did Grums do? Grums has taken a lot of money to put out a game that will never see the light of day. Like, there's a lot of shit there. That's a lot of like, what? Is this it? Here it is. Release trailer for The Great Rebellion. Okay, it's 1 minute and 12 seconds long. Now, this game looks good. I won't deny it. This game looks good. It ain't.
The time has come to ask, are you winning, son? Enter a future where freedom is a distant memory. Globalism has won, and rebellion is the only hope. You are Human 1028, one man against an empire. He's not just fighting for himself, he's fighting for Europa. Ancient powers will rise to aid him in the Great Rebellion. In a future where...
Yeah, so this game looks visually stunning. Cringe with all... Because they go hard in the anti-woke. They're like purposely trying to be anti-woke propaganda. The game's shit. And I'll keep playing this and I'll tell you why this game's shit.
Humanity is on the brink. You'll face the ultimate enemy. A digital dictatorship that owns everything. But judgment comes for those who deserve it. Too bad they all deserve it. With every playthrough, a new challenge. Every weapon, a new strategy. In this dystopian cyberpunk roguelike. The game where no two rebellions are ever the same. Make Europe great again.
Okay. So here's the thing. I'm done watching this because it's so bad. It's so bad. It's a roguelite. It's one of those games where you're targeting everything, you're shooting, all that stuff. Like it. What was a good example? Shit, I can't think of a good example. But I can't think of a good example of it. But the thing that is fucking annoying is the game that it's trying to copy. The whole world doesn't constantly regenerate like it does in this game. So it's one of those older shooter styles where you have to actually target and think where you're going to be doing, where you're going to be going, moving around constantly, but you can never learn a goddamn map. You can never learn how to do anything in that game. Take your time with it. Well, that's the thing, Phil. That's the thing. There's no point in taking your time with it because every time you load up the same level, it's different. Each and every single time, it's a different level. So you cannot learn the level for the life of you. I've made it to the first boss once, never again. And the reason is I never got a chance to learn a map. It was like once I get even near a point of learning a map, it completely resets. Because it's all regenerated. Well, why would they do that? For originality purposes. But if I can't learn the game, then I can't play the game. It is that awful. I had no fun playing that game. I wanted it to end instantly, and people should not be putting out games like that. Like, if you took out the constant random regeneration maps, probably be a mid game. The anti-woke propaganda is just so on the nose and super cringe, but you could probably roll your eyes and muscle through it. But the fact that you can never learn the game at all, there's no point even trying. Like, I can't do anything. Hello, Dermy would hate Civ 6 or Minecraft. I like Minecraft, but that's the thing. Those are different games, though. This is a game where you're supposed to actually be... Shit, what is that? There's a shooter game like it that everybody loves. The franchise. There was one that came out recently. Multiplayer. Not Tarkov. I was about to say Tarkov. Shit. Rogue like shooters. Shit. If I could think. Shit, I cannot think of what the game was that it's very similar to, but it misses. It's on the tip of my tongue, and that's the worst part about it, is when you know, when you have the image. Sorrows? I don't think so. Let me see. Sorrow. No. That's a new game. That game actually, I'm not gonna lie, that game actually kind of looks interesting. Looks interesting for a weird, that looks interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Sorrows looks interesting. I saw that game announced at the Game Awards. I'm curious about this one just because I like eldritch beings and weird shit like this. So I might look up the story of that. Gameplay might be mid, but I might look that one up. No, it's I can't think of the name of it. Sounds like skill issue. It's not. Returnal? No. I can't think of the name of the game. That's the worst part. So that's a skill issue, but it's one of those like old school. It was on the N64. You had a target using a joystick and everything. You were constantly shooting. Fuck, what was the name of those games? Screw it. I'm not even going to try to remember right now. The worst part is, because I'm not even going to try to remember, it's going to come back to me once stream ends. So once stream ends, it will come back to me, and I'm going to be yelling it like at the middle of the night and go like, it was this game! Shit! But I want to do this. So I'm making sure some shit is bookmarked properly real quick. Here. Why don't we, before we get into the big one, Adam saying it wasn't a skill issue. No, that game was totally trash. It was totally trash. Post it in Discord when you have it. I will. Not Time Crisis yet. No. And Frostbang with $5. Shout out, buddy. Says JDA glazed and praised Supergirl. Now disparages female superhero films in general. Kino roast him. JDA is a fucking freak that just needs to go away. At 2 a.m. in the bathroom, that's usually what happens to me. That's probably what's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to go take a whiz this morning. I'm gonna have to take a whiz at 2 a.m. or some shit like that. I'm gonna be in there and go like, it was this game. So there will be that. It's gonna happen. It always happens when you want to. When I want to think of something, it disappears. When I can't think of it, it's gone. But I want to tackle this really, really fast. So this won't take me too long, and then we'll get into the stand because I don't think I'll have enough time to get into the Angry Joe thing. So we might have to save that for Thursday, because Thursday will be a longer stream because I don't have to work Friday. So there's that. But anyways, I want to tackle this topic real quick because I don't know how many of you guys are aware of who Extra Emily is. Extra Emily is one of those massive Twitch streamers that you have never actually heard of. You know, like if I say the name Nepalm, probably never heard of him either. She was apparently a part of OTK, which was Asmongold's group and all that. Super popular, super crazy, does a bunch of like IRL streaming and shit. Well, she has been banned for a time on Twitch. And I say for a time because we all know that on Twitch, being banned just means you probably have a couple days off. You probably don't know why she was banned. And this isn't the first time this happened. It probably won't be the last because she really does play into the stereotype. She really does play into the stereotype because this happened on the 28th. So this would have been Sunday when this was going viral. I'm just going to let it play.
Face, moisturize.
Oh, here, can I? Let me check my volume. It's a little low. Right here. We're going to boost the audio. Keep it going.
Ice, if even. Is that it? Not healthy too? I mean, I would do a body shower. You guys don't have to do makeup and stuff. Lucky bitches. Oh, sorry.
Woman, you didn't even look. That's the worst part here. That's the worst part about this. You didn't even look. By the way, again, Frostbang with another $5. Even if JDA wants attention, does he want Kino attention? No, he's going to get the ultimate exposure treatment and he will crash out like Angry Joe. He might actually weaponize it in his favor. That's the weird thing about fucking JDA. That he's one of those guys that the more you roast him, the more it supports him. Yet everybody hates him. It's weird. But watch this. Watch this.
Bitches.
You weren't looking until the person's. You never looked. God damn it.
Oh, sorry. Okay, my bad. That was my bad. I gotta check my, my oopsies.
You almost died. You almost caused a massive crash. And it's a whoopsies? Bill McCracken says, woman, Asian Twitch streamer, all bad for driving. Yes, you literally played into a stereotype. It was like you're the perfect encapsulation of a stereotype. I turn left, I turn right now. Everybody, good luck. I don't get why people stream and drive at the same time. Like, if I'm going to be fair here, give me a second. I have looked into possibly streaming and driving myself, but the problem is I keep coming up with the exact same issue. I can't talk to chat. It's going to be dangerous, especially when I'm going to be going on a trip here soon. I drive into Wichita. Sometimes I go to Wichita and shit like that. Whatever. I live hours away from there, so I'm not doxing myself. But like, I could do an entire stream just while driving, but it's so dangerous. It's not worth it. And I'll barely be able to even see the chat. So why even try doing this shit? Yeah, I could have a little bit of one-on-one time with you guys, but it's my phone screen is this big. I could barely see you guys. Why even try this? It doesn't make sense. I actually think you should ban all. I am one of the people that sides with individuals banning car streams. If you are driving and streaming at the same time, that stream should not be around because it's just not dangerous. It's that dangerous. You could hurt somebody, something bad could happen. And the next thing you know, you're on stream with this all happening. You're on stream doing this. You are distracted driving at that point in time. Why even try to do something like that? It's deranged at that point in time. It's not worth it, Jeremy. We care for your safety. Yeah. Well, it's not just that. Like, who gives a shit about me? I'm me. I care about actually driving safe. If I had somebody else, you know, driving with me, for example, if I had a passenger who the camera could be up here and they could be looking at the chat and talking to the chat, like pulling up the chat so I could talk to them at the same time without me looking at the chat, maybe a little bit of okay, that's a wiggle room. But when you're all by yourself doing shit like this, it's just not safe. It's not safe. It's probably worse than drunk driving. It's no different than being on your phone and driving at the same time. Which, I mean, I'm notorious at doing, don't get me wrong, but it's still not safe. And if I use like my hometown, for example, there's areas in my hometown that if you aren't paying attention, there's been times I have almost ran people over. And it's, even though I'm paying attention, there's like little areas that you can't fully see somebody and they start stepping out. And it's like, if I'm not focused in that moment in time, I just hurt somebody. Why ever put that out into the world? Why make that a possibility? Don't allow it. If you have the correct setup and driving long or film it, edit it, then upload. Yeah. If you're driving with somebody else, like if somebody else is the one driving and you're streaming while you're in the passenger seat, or if the person in the passenger seat is reading chat aloud to you, so you can have the interactions, maybe. But other than that, there's no reason to actually do that. It's just too dangerous. You would need an iPad there to be able to do that properly. And especially with like extra Emily, like extra Emily Witch. Here, I just want to pull up her Twitch account real quick. I'm not going to play anything. I just want to look up how many followers does she have. Motherfucker. 978k followers. Now, I believe she has been caught botting. So take this with a grain of salt. But if you have that many followers, you're never going to be able to actually talk to these people. Hey, shout out. I see what you said there, Fear the Haggis. Shout out to Hypno. 3K. Damn. But you're never going to be able to actually engage with chat or interact with chat at that point in time. It's worthless. It's too dangerous. To be honest, who would want to be in the same car, let alone be on the same streets as her? Not me. I mean, she's probably deranged, but she is attractive. So there's that. She's probably a psychopath, but she is attractive. Granted, I'm not thinking of with the right head there. So, okay, moving on. Let's get into that stand crash out, shall we? Let's do this. Phil's saying would. Phil, I'm high-fiving you through the camera. That's all I'm going to say. I'm high-fiving you through the camera. Let me put one of these in, and then we're going to do the stand crash out. So, if you guys aren't on X and haven't been following the Supergirl crash out, good on you. Good on you. Damn. But I want to show this to you guys, okay? I want to show this to you. There was this, and if you guys saw my video that I posted today, this is an actual crash out from a stand. So this dude, he's from the Do Not Worry podcast. Okay. And he says this. Now, Mr. Grizzy clipped this, and we're going to watch the full section of Mr. Grizzy's video with this dude. But this is just a primer on what kind of person we're about to be witnessing.
Look at all these disgusting nerdrotic. Jeremy, this is from a channel called Geeks and Gamers. This guy, Ryan Kinnell, RK Outpost, these three are like mega incels.
All three of them have families and kids.
God, I just wish I could like just kind of smack them in the face. Smack their single fucking virgin asses in the fucking face.
What the fuck? Mind you, all of this is because of the Supergirl. He went violent because of Supergirl right now. Just looking at you alone, you don't look like you could possibly actually hurt anybody. I mean, you look very limp-wristed. It's not really like, oh my God, I'm scared. Like, Jeremy probably wouldn't do shit. The moment you touched Ryan would break you. It would be a bad time. It would be atrocious. Nerdrotic himself also responded, LOL. I heard he did. I saw like the real BBC, but I wanted to do this anyways because I like Mr. Grizzy's content. But he has this. So this is from his actual stream. I'm going to drop this in the chat real quick, guys. And that just dawned on me. Thank the Lord nobody was watching over on Rumble or chatting on Rumble because I forgot to look even at my Rumble chat. But there's the Mr. Grizzy video right there. But I wanted to watch this. So we're 4 minutes in when this starts up. We're not going to do the full video. We're mainly just doing this massive crash out from this dude because it's so crazy. Mr. Grizzy does great work, but let's check this dude out. Okay, defense number 2, attack toxic YouTubers.
Helping hand, put a little love in your...
And trigger warning, there's probably going to be a lot of misogyny, just a lot of stupidity.
Already out the gate. I haven't even seen this. Oh, trigger warning, guys. There's going to be misogynies. Trigger warnings. Man, this is that makes me want to actually watch this, dude. Come on.
Oh, no.
I know.
So I'm going to hit you guys with a bit of a hot take here. You ready? I think content creators critical of James Gunn's Supergirl have received more hate and negativity from unhinged lunatics online than Millie Alcock has.
Okay, I'm sitting here. I'm actually wondering this. Yeah, because the people that were critical of it, like gun-tards as it is, are already deranged freaks that are just desperate to make Gunn's universe successful. Now you're adding in the whole leftist, misogynistic bullshit that all the fucking corporate media constantly puts out there. People constantly believing that you're a misogynist if you don't like a fucking movie. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to agree. I think they do send out more hate than anybody else. If you're critical of this universe, you know what? If you're critical of the Gunn universe, you got more hate than if you were critical of the Snyderverse. Think of that. Think of how bad that is. Snyder Bros used to be awful out there. Now Snyder Bros, they're just sitting back and relaxing like, yeah, we were right. Moving on. They are nowhere near as bad as the Guntards. It is fucking deranged.
And it's fucking hilarious. Hit the like button if you agree.
Look at all these disgusting nerdrotic. Jeremy, this is from a channel called Geeks and Gamers. This guy, Ryan Kinnell, RK Outpost, these three are like mega incels.
All of these guys, if Millie Alcock looked at them and was like remotely interested, would probably have their balls liquefy and fall down out of and go into sweats. Because
why is it always straight into the fucking sex shit? I don't want you thinking about my balls. I don't want this stuff at all. Joe starts shit with people and then cries when they counterpunch. Angry Joe is a bitch made. That is true. That is 100% true. Oh, he can't handle the fact that people are even making content on him right now. But why do we always have to go into my testicles? Oh my God, Billy Alcock looked at you and was a little bit interested in you. Your balls would melt. 1, don't be thinking about my balls. 2, no, I actually have... Listen, there was some bad angles. Okay, there was a lot of bad angles out there. I'm well aware that Millie Alcock is relatively attractive. I actually liked her as the role. I thought she was good casting. By the way, oh God, of course you have that fucking book right behind you. Adam's like Millie Alcock. I liked her. I liked her in House of the Dragon. I thought she was hot. I think she's still attractive. So what? They made her look unattractive.
because she is an attractive woman.
Yeah, I got an erection.
Supergirl's Millie Alcock is so much worse than Rachel Zegler.
Yes. Yes. Because unlike, actually, no. You know what? No. I take that back. I don't think she's as bad as Rachel Zegler. Rachel Zegler was bad. Millie Alcock, I want to say Millie Alcock, the thing with her is that she believes everything she's saying, just like Rachel Zegler does, but it doesn't feel malicious the way Rachel was doing it. Rachel came out the gate hating everybody and being extremely toxic. Millie Alcock, though, she's just fucking retarded. So I'm not going to say she's as bad as Rachel Zegler.
So much worse than, and by the way, what did Rachel Zegler say that was so bad?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I don't know. She single-handedly killed a movie.
Yes. Single-handedly destroyed an entire movie with her opinions. She was constantly going viral. She is that bad. Millie is an idiot. That's the difference. Yeah. I'm not even gonna try to say your last name. I'm just gonna call you MM. I'd have a beer with Millie. I just couldn't with Rachel. No, Rachel would probably actually try to sacrifice you to whatever sort of gods in Hollywood gave her a career. She probably would do that. Millie would at least have a beer with you and say really retarded shit. That's the difference between them. One of them is malicious and evil. The other one's a ditz. Well, she is blonde, so it does fit.
That.
Right. Should probably go both ways.
Actually, that's a bit rude by 2026 standards. There's no binary. There's 72,000 genders.
Actually, that's smart. That's actually a smarter thing than I thought. Sydney Watson was pretty clever with that one. I'm not even gonna lie.
Bigot.
Oh God, you can't say that. And here comes the rage quit.
Yawn. You're so boring, lady. You're so...
No, that was actually clever. That was actually kind of clever right there. Why? You just can't handle it. You can't handle hearing counter opinions. Millie also wants to conform to what they want her to say. Zegler wanted to beat you over the head with it. That is also true.
So fucking boring. And look at that. This slop. 5,000 comments.
Yeah,
I mean, 5,000 comments. Dude, I'm not gonna come over here and knock your content, okay? You get consistent views right now. 1K, 2K. I'm not gonna sit here and knock it, but Sydney Watson is 1,000 times more popular and successful than you. I'm just gonna say, you're doing good, but she's better.
Hit the dislike button. That'll show her.
I mean, obviously there are the
disliking on YouTube. Disliking content never works. Guys, fun fact, disliking content doesn't hurt the person that you are disliking. It hurts your own feed. Don't dislike shit. Just say not recommended. Why are these people that stupid?
chuds who hate everything that centers a woman.
We see that happening with some of the coded words and language that's being used by some of these sexist motherfuckers on YouTube.
Wow, so tough right there. So tough. Sexist motherfuckers, so tough.
Now, I'm going to actually tell you why they're mad, because...
Why am I upset? Because I'm not mad, but why am I upset, okay? I wonder. Why am I upset? I'm curious. Why am I upset? Because why I disliked the movie was bad. Millie Alcock has no actual character development. There's nothing really going on there. It was completely bullshit. So what is my thing? And I do see Delphrim saying Rumble dislikes do matter. They actually do. Rumble dislikes actually do have impact.
They're grifters.
It's just they need something to be angry about. This is the next big comic book movie coming out. How can we get our audiences angry? Because God forbid we fucking enjoy something for once.
I mean, I really liked MCU, not MCU, but Masters of the Universe. I have the skull right back there. I have Skeletor's skull right there. I actually kind of wanted the Castle Grayskull. I talked about how much I enjoyed that movie. I talk about stuff that I like. I want to talk about the werewolf trailer. That looks good. I love Robert Eggers. Last night I saw The Empty Man. It was an okay movie. I probably would watch it again and would actually recommend people watch that stuff. I could talk about things I like, but you guys just don't want us to talk about things that we disagree with. But if we're not allowed to talk about things that we don't like, then you guys should be allowed to talk about things that you like. If we can't talk about anything ever, in a negative light, then you shouldn't be able to talk about it positively, because if you get rid of everybody that ever talks about something negative, all that ever leaves is the positive stuff. Why? And again, I have shit that I enjoy. I really did like Masters of the Universe. I'm not even making that shit up. I thought that movie was fun and fantastic.
You know, as we're going through this segment of the video, I'm starting to feel like you're projecting your own anger onto everyone else that you hate.
Here's another video. This is from Nerdrotic. This is the Papa. This is the Papa Incel guy.
Papa.
I was listening to BBC today who say that how he wants to be called Daddy Incel from now on. Never calling him that. Never in a million years gonna call him that.
Incel.
He has 2 kids and is married.
He is the head of all the incel video makers on YouTube about movies.
I didn't know that he's controlling me. Gary! I didn't know you were a master! Gary! Can we talk about pay raise?
Movies and stuff. This guy is probably the most popular one, Nerdrotic. This guy's so...
I mean, yeah, but I think he's a little bit smaller than Critical Drinker, to be real there.
Fucking toxic.
100% not angry, am I right? Completely in control, and it's everyone else who's angry, mad, and pissed off.
Yes.
God, I just wish I could, like, just kind of smack them in the face. Whoa!
Why are you so angry?
Everybody just relax.
Why? If it's not the sexual shit, it's I want to beat you. Why? Because we disagree on a fucking movie? I rarely see people this deranged out there, but because I disagree with you on a movie, and I think Supergirl is an atrocity that should be considered a war crime to ever be put out there in the world. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go further than that. No, actually, I think a war crime would still fall under the Geneva Convention, so never mind. The same thing. I think it's that bad because I have that opinion. You now want to smack me. Dude. I'm 6'5", a couple 100 pounds. I don't think you could ever actually hurt me.
Smack their single fucking virgin asses in the fucking face. You disgust me.
Now,
I mean, you don't look much different.
I'm starting to get angry, so I pull out my gun.
I'm pretty sure that one chud who just makes video off of people liking Supergirl in any medium is going to use this video to be like, oh, woke man, defends woke.
I mean, you're doing the exact same thing here, just in the reverse, and I would have never talked about half these people if it wasn't for the fact that they are so vicious right now and seething the way they are.
Girl. Yeah. At least I've talked to women.
No, I'm playing that line again.
Yeah. At least I've talked to women.
I go bullshit. Just the way you say that. Yeah. At least I talk to women. No bullshit. I do not believe you in the slightest. No way you talk to women.
Chud.
I didn't even know that part was gonna come out.
God, you don't know how to trash talk, do you?
You just...
I mean, dude. If you are talking to what women are you talking to right now? Because you look very well haggard and aged and everything like that. So you obviously aren't talking to women that are, in their probably 30s or 20s or anything like that. So the women you are potentially talking to are within their maybe late 40s to 50s, possibly 60 years old, because I don't know who it is that you are. So there's that. So you're already talking to the well-worn individuals right there. And if you are of the age that you look right here, probably 50s to 60s, shouldn't you be married? Just gonna lay that one out there. I mean, it's kind of sad to think that you are all alone right now. Wouldn't it be cool for you to be married with a family and all that shit? Why do you want to say that you want to be out there talking to women? Because if you're still trying to chase skirts looking like this, I don't think you get a whole lot.
Women. Chud.
Oh my God. You don't know how to trash talk, do you?
You disgust me, man. I hope no woman or no man or no whatever gender you're into never fucking touches you, never approaches you, and you never feel the loving embrace of another human being.
That's really mean, dude. That's really mean and hateful. Why? I wouldn't wish that upon you. Okay, I actually take that back. I kind of would actually wish that upon you, but I wouldn't. I mean, that's really vicious to just say aloud. That's usually the thoughts you keep at the back of your head, not the things you put out there in the world. That's not the energy you actually want to do. I mean, I don't really know how many people are. And again, this is all because of Supergirl. You wish people to be sad, lonely, and miserable, just like yourself, because they disagree with Supergirl. They're not out there going like, "Yay, women! You have your first hero." Ignore all the other things out there. You have your first hero, ladies. Dude, it's sad.
Wow, that was a brutal comeback. Let's go, guys. I don't think I'll ever recover from that. Man.
There we go. Millie Alcock was great. The chuds were wrong. Do I keep playing it? Do we want to keep going forward? Do we want to keep going forward with this? Because I'm actually having fun.
Woman, walking down the street, pretty woman.
Oh, am I gonna get copyrighted? Am I gonna get copyrighted?
Hold on one second.
Okay, I don't think she's that picture of her, okay, this is from the movie. It's not a good picture. They did make her look hideous in the movie. She looks like she should be Zach or Cody from The Sweet Life. She actually has that look. Whether it's The Sweet Life on deck or when they were in the suite, okay? Either of those. She looks like a Sprouse twin. This was all James Gunn and them, by the way. This was how they wanted to portray her. She's an actually attractive woman, but dude, you look like a man.
Pretty woman, the kind I like.
Hold on one second.
So something interesting I'm seeing, even from people who claim they don't like the movie, is that Millie Alcock was fine. Millie Alcock was good. Millie Alcock was not the problem here.
No, she was 100% the problem in the movie. She has no actual character development. She might be a decent actor, but her character is not likable. Supergirl is not a likable character. Kara was not a good character in the slightest. Why is this even going around? You could say that Millie Alcock is a good in other movies. This was not it. Do you like that she plays an unlikable bitch? Is that the key there? Do I have to come out here and say she plays an unlikable bitch well? I don't want to be doing that. I don't want to say that because she's not a good character. She's awful.
I don't think she is the problem at all with this movie.
Why am I not shocked that he's the one saying this shit? Ladies and gentlemen, I do have to ask for your forgiveness and admit that I fucked up. I used to watch New Rock Stars religiously. And it wasn't until about Miss Marvel it wasn't until the third installment of Star Wars when I realized this dude just tells me to like thing because thing's popular. So therefore I must like thing. That's it. And I have to apologize for watching him at one point in time because I thought he was good until I realized that he's literally just telling me to like content for the sake of liking content. He's not original, he's not creative, and he's fucking retarded.
Movie. In fact, she's really well cast in this.
Let's start with what
she looks good. She has Millie Alcock, yes, she looks like Supergirl. I'll give you that. But that doesn't mean it was a good performance.
This film absolutely unequivocally gets right, and that's Millie Alcock as Kara Zor-El.
I think Millie Alcock was great.
Millie Alcock.
You know how they constantly criticize us for our discussion about how Millie Alcock is and how she looks and stuff. And, you know, like when it came to John Roca saying that if Millie Alcock looked at them in any way, shape, or form, you know, and wanted to actually bone them, that their balls would melt down and everything like that. Guys, I'm just gonna put this out here. Millie's not gonna sleep with you. You can stop with the milady energy, okay? It's okay to say it was a bad performance. There's nothing wrong saying that.
Is definitively my Supergirl now.
I want to kick
off with the biggest positive in this film, Benny, and that's Millie Alcock's Supergirl.
By the way, she's not good in this movie. She's actually painful to watch.
Millie Alcock is the perfect casting for Kara Zor-El.
Millie Alcock.
Okay. Good casting, bad performance. That's the difference here. Good cast, bad performance. Could be the script. I had the same opinion when it came to I just had it. David Cornsweet. David Cornsweet. Good casting, bad performance, and bad script. When it goes to even, I literally just had his name as well. Henry Cavill. Great casting, bad script. You can say those things. There's nothing wrong with saying you have the look, but you're not the character. And it could be you. It could be the script. Whatever. It's fine.
Was incredible as Supergirl.
I was just saying she's also a far more interesting character than Superman.
And I believe it now more than ever. She's great for the character. She's a great choice for the...
I'm not going to lie. I haven't heard a single word from John Campia's mouth right now. My brain is still stuck on she's a more interesting character than Superman. My brain is still right back over there. And it's like hardlining. I think that I'm about to like crash out and die right now listening to this.
Character.
James Gunn, Craig Gillespie, everybody in charge of this dropped the ball.
Yes.
And it's unfortunate because had this been an actual good script, Millie Alcock would be highlighted as one of the greatest actresses to a comic book character we've ever seen.
No. She'd probably be a good one. If the script was good, she'd probably be good. If she had a good look, she'd probably be good. But we don't have that. She would not be up there with the likes of Black Widow actress Scarlett Johansson. She would not be up there with that, okay? She there's no way in hell she would be up there with Scarlett Johansson or anybody like that. She would probably be a couple rungs down because this is her first outing. She'd have to keep proving herself. Scarlett Johansson proved herself over a series of movies. You can't just come in here and go like, one movie, you're as good as these people. No, you got to work for that shit.
Gotta give Millie Alcock a last-minute fake W over the Chuds, right, guys?
I'll agree with a lot of people who've already put out their reactions that Millie Alcock was fantastic in the movie. She's really good as Kara, and all those, freakazoids who had an issue with her being cast, you're morons. She's fantastic.
Nobody had an issue with her being cast. Oh, God damn it. I hate this fucking line. Nobody had an issue with her being cast. She was actually a good fucking casting. If there is anybody out there that had an actual issue with Kara being cast, they are a legitimate minority of individuals. The majority of people took one good look at her, said, you know what? She was really good in House of the Dragon. And I know Adam's like showed her film credits. She didn't really have anything, whatever. She was good in House of the Dragon. She has the look. That's a good casting right there. The movie bombed still and her character was awful.
Fantastic in the film,
Any single thing this poor actress says will be turned against her no matter what. She could legit...
You mean like going out there and demonizing Christian dads and saying guys have power over women's bodies when they're in movies? Yeah. I think she'd cause that herself.
Come out there in an interview, be like, I don't think that we should kick dogs. And half the fan base is going to be like, actually, kicking dogs is a great idea.
My brain just died listening to that one more time.
You be like, I don't think that we should kick dogs. And half the fan base is going to be like, actually, kicking dogs is a great idea.
That's a straw man if I've ever seen a fucking straw man right there. She's out there demonizing individuals and saying stupid shit, so we criticize her for saying stupid shit.
Only if it's crypto.
We should actually fire her for saying that we can't kick dogs.
People are already bashing on Millie Alcock, bashing on the way she looks, it's really
I'm sorry. She didn't look good in this movie. There was bad moments. She looked like a Sprouse twin.
Unfortunate, guys. People are just truly evil.
We'd be remiss.
I'm evil for just pointing out these. You guys are saying you want to beat us and you're calling us virgin chuds fucking losers. Because we disagree with you on a movie.
To not talk about the number of people that are genuinely sexist.
But some of
we're sexist now.
The negativity around the reactions to this movie have just been off the charts with their sexism and their incel-like nature to them.
What have I said? What have I said that's not a fact? What have I said in this entire time that is not an actual fact? She looks like a Sprouse twin. She played an awful character. She had the look. It could have been better. Whatever. That I've constantly said true shit here. I blame the gay director. I blame the gay director. I blame the woman as a fucking writer who has zero credentials to be a writer. And I blame James Gunn because he's a one-trick fucking pony.
I'm just gonna say it, okay? They come into the movie and they want to hate it so.
No, I want to love it. I was expecting to hate fucking Masters of the Universe. I went in there, I walked out like, I'm ready for another installment in this universe. I actually like it. I'm kind of sad that it was doing shittily. I actually am upset about that, but I know I can't do anything to fix that. That's again an example of the marketing doing poorly and ruining a decent movie. But I can come out here and mention all that. You guys can't just admit that it was a bad fucking movie and that Millie Alcock wasn't good.
Bad.
No, that's not what's going on here. What's going on here is simply that sometimes you don't have to see a pile of shit to be able to smell it.
Yes.
Here we go.
I'm probably gonna get copyrighted for this one.
Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Supergirl's a
shit. I watched Flash way too much.
flop. It's DOA already. Like, fuck off.
It is. It is a flop and it is DOA.
Like people like that come in. They've got their little misogynistic bullshit views.
And we're now misogynists for just saying a fact.
Pussy. Come on, guys. It's okay to admit that the chuds were right and y'all were wrong. It's okay.
Because of Superman's quality and its success, Supergirl will do much better than it would have. And I think Supergirl, whereas in a vacuum, I would have said that's a $375 million at best movie.
No.
Now it's a 500 million, 600 million possible, or maybe even higher.
Are you really that retarded? Was John Campea dropped on his head as a child? I'm trying to figure this fact out. Was he dropped on his head? Like, is there a reason you are that retarded? Or is there a reason you are stupid and say things like this? Because why would you ever think that? Superman was a failure. Warner Brothers said it. It was was it Warner Brothers or was it Netflix that came out and said it was a failure in front of Congress? It didn't produce actual money. It was bad. And then, after the fact, that means Supergirl was going to perform worse as well. And then with the marketing, everything like that, it was never going to even come close to Superman's area.
Are you sure about that?
So I think if Supergirl comes out and clears like 450,
not even close.
It's a Supergirl movie. And I think that the most important thing for it to do is just be super good. And
well, it wasn't.
And that will do wonders for this franchise.
Yeah. No, what? No. You're right. If both movies were super good, yes, they would do good for the franchise. Guess what? One was super mid and the other one's super dookie. That's what it was.
Now, I get that these first few clips were from weeks and months prior to the film's release. I get that. But at the same time, how did you guys not see this coming?
You know, see, I see this. I'm looking at the chat. They need to sell to men. They need to, it's like, you know what? Maybe they don't.
No, they do. Men were the predominant demographic for every superhero movie out there, except for one. That was Aquaman, but that was also because the ladies went there to go, rub their minges. They do need men. They always need to target the male demographic for these things because those are the predominant people. When you're coming out here and saying this, okay, you look like this. You look like you're trying to be, the super Chad dude, the guy that weightlifts and all that stuff. You should know this. You are acting like a beta male simp. You should know that, yes, they need to be out there marketing to men every single time because that is the predominant demographic that goes out to see this movie. Even when it came to this movie, it was predominantly men that saw the movie, not women.
Maybe 175 million they do.
We saw this with the Marvels, Mike. And guess what? History has repeated itself. It's
not just history. It's every female superhero movie ever.
Doing worse than the Marvels.
I think there is a direct correlation to box office with reviews to a different scale because no one has money. Like, the world is insanely expensive, and
yes, that's why Spider-Man is nearly impossible to get a ticket to right now.
it's $20 to see a movie. Like, there's a lot of things that go into it that don't equal just quality.
The cope is strong in this one.
Again, Spider-Man is already making a profit. That's how, well, maybe it's not already making a profit. Spider-Man has already made more money than Supergirl has, and Spider-Man's not even out yet.
But maybe they need to pull out of the summer, the middle of the summer time frame for a bit. Maybe they need to know.
Holy shit. It's just dawning on me. They're doing the Jericho. They're out there literally saying it's the doldrums of summer. Nobody's doing stuff during summer. They're out doing other stuff during summer. Summer's a bad time to be doing this. They're literally doing the Jericho right now. Holy shit.
Not put Superman in July next year. Maybe Supergirl coming out in the middle of June or towards the end of June was not a good idea. Maybe these movies should be an end of April, beginning of May release for the
That's why Spider-Man's already doing the way it is, and it's coming out at the end of July.
Time being.
This movie would have still bombed if they released it in April or May. The problem is that this was their second movie. Nobody wanted to see a Supergirl movie a year after Superman, and I honestly don't think that fans want to see another Superman movie a year after this either.
I don't want to see Man of Tomorrow. I don't. Please do not make me watch Man of Tomorrow. Oh, shit, I'm going to watch Man of Tomorrow. Because, mind you, it's not just Superman that you're going to have to watch prior to this. There's also going to be... Jon Stewart, Green Lantern, will be in Man of Tomorrow. He's going to be in that next movie. So that means you have to watch Lanterns to understand why he's going to be in the next movie. So you have Lanterns taking place prior to this as well. You still have more content in this universe before Man of Tomorrow. Man of Tomorrow is still gonna do worse. Even prior to Supergirl, guess what other show you had in between all that? You had Peacemaker. Peacemaker did shit. That's a constant stream of duds, one after another, that audiences are gonna start looking at, engaging with, and going like, okay, we're not gonna keep going with this universe. It's already dead.
3 Superman/Supergirl movies in 3 years is too much. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if Man of Tomorrow struggles to break even.
I think Man of Tomorrow will do better than Supergirl. But the reason for that, the reason why I'm making this prediction now, the only reason I'm doing this, because I haven't seen a trailer, I don't think it's not going to break it might break even. Keyword is might. It might do a little bit. It might do around where Superman is, all things considered. But the reason that movie will do moderately well, not moderately well, like by the standards we have right now, okay, with Superman, Supergirl, those are the standards we're having. They're not good. They're not good. It won't break even. I could agree with that. I think it will do under Superman, and that's because you'll still have David Cornsweet actually in the movie this time, not like how it was in Supergirl. You'll have Lex Luthor, there'll be Brainiac, there'll be something that audiences at least want to see, but we all know they're not going to do it well, and it's still going to be a dud.
Yes, overall, I liked the movie. I liked Supergirl. I didn't love it. I wanted to love it, but I didn't love it.
Is there a reason what if this dude wants to copyright him?
It was good, but it was not great.
No, your taste is awful. You need to be punished. You need to be ignored. If anybody says this movie was good but not great, lock them up.
It was good.
I still think this movie will definitely find its crowd, and enough people will come out praising it because, like I said, there's nothing atrocious or wrong about it.
No. Even people that like the Tom King comic book that it was based on are saying how bad it is, and realize that Tom King book was atrocious. This movie was bad. You are so, god damn it, I hate stands. I hate people like this. People that just have to say that it's good for the sake of saying it's good. This is why I hate new rock stars.
How the word fun has
there's nothing fun in this movie. It's all bad.
Become like less impactful.
Wow, you guys, we almost made it.
I had fun with Masters of the Universe. Is it a great movie? No, but I loved it. There was something actually heartwarming about it because I could see that it was made with heart. I could see that they wanted to put out a good film at the end of the day. So I liked it. It's a solid 6, 7 out of 10. I think that's a safe bet. I had fun with that film. I really enjoyed it a lot. And it's not doing good. I could come over here and say I had fun with the film. I had no fun with this movie at all.
Through the entire video without someone pushing the "it's fun" narrative.
I thought this movie was fun. I thought it was a crowd pleaser. Like, I literally am like, these are the words that used to mean a good thing.
Yeah.
And now they're like, what do we say that isn't mean?
Yeah. Like, fun isn't...
Motherfucker. Sturgeon. Motherfucker. 6-7. Stop with it. Stop it.
Good enough anymore,
right.
You know?
The reason is because it has become a word that you shills use to avoid criticizing terrible movies in order to maintain a positive relationship with the studios. And everybody sees it for what it is, especially now in this age where content creators and influencers are just saying whatever they think they have to say for access.
I'll never have access. I know I never will. And you want to know what? If I ever got access, I would go right up there. I would look James Gunn dead in the eye, and I hate each and every last one of you right now. And I would say, your films suck right now. Stop it. Your time has come and gone. Go away.
Word on the street, for lack of a better way of saying it, is going to be so overwhelmingly negative for this movie because
I think it will be too. But again, in terms of like the overall universe, I don't think it's bad enough or.
God damn, I hate these people.
Franchise ruining in any way.
I think this has 100%.
Oh, this franchise is dead. This franchise is over.
Damage the franchise. I think this has 100% hurt Man of Tomorrow next year.
Yes.
And if that bombs, then that might just be it.
No, it's over now. Man of Tomorrow is the final movie in this entire universe. There's no coming back from this. Supergirl was that bad.
Does that mean Supergirl is a fucking bad film and it's awful?
Yes.
No, it doesn't.
Motherfucker, I'm gonna beat you with a fucking lead pipe. Not really, in Minecraft. Jesus Christ. God damn it. This dude saw the movie twice and hated it more. Yes, it is that awful.
It's not a bad film.
Yes, it is.
3 days later. Unfortunately, I went and saw Supergirl second time, this time with the family over the weekend. They done fucked it up, guys.
No, I had no idea. Wow, it's not like you could have figured that out with the first fucking viewing. Mind you, this is like the exact opposite thing that happened when it came to Superman. He hated it at first, then he loved it magically overnight.
They done fucked it up.
All right, everyone, that's all I got for today.
Like and subscribe to Mr. Grizzy. Okay, Mr. Grizzy does good job. Does great work. Am I even subscribed yet? Yeah, I was subscribed. Give him a like, guys. He does great work just rounding that shit up. And again, I found this because of him going out there wanting to beat people. Like, this dude is fucking insane. These people are nightmarish. What is the world that we live in now? Is that Krigler in the thumbnail? No, that was not Krigler. That was this dude from the Don't Worry podcast. This dude. I don't even know who this dude's name is. I've seen him. I've looked at this though. Like, this is this dude's channel. Go videos even. Get right away. This is the dude that's criticizing us for yeah. Not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth crashing out over it. It's not worth it. What did you send me, Mr. Hackis? Oh. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna show this. Mr. Haggis just made this similar to what came to Kino Hydra, making my new icon. And through that new icon, now I want a Dermy Wormy hat stylized like this. I kind of want one. I kind of want one. And it has the Reaper logo. I kind of want one. I'll put I'm looking at all the plushies in the background. God damn. I kind of want one. Fear the Haggis, I want one. I want one now. It looks... I want it. I want a Dermy Wormy plushie. That shit looks so fucking cool. Oh, I appreciate that, man. So what time is it? It's 10:03. Yeah, I don't have enough time to hit. Here, we're gonna put the Angry Joe section off until Thursday, and the only reason for that is because I was not expecting to go that all the way back, practically all the way through the Mr. Grizzy video. I kind of wish I watched it for the beginning at the same time, but I want to watch Angry Joe's second review. Problem is, this video's 54 fucking minutes long. We're not gonna be able to do it all tonight, so we're gonna push that off. LOL, you want to see what I did with Smash JT? LOL, sure. And I will say this, okay, with Joe, he's quit crashing out for a little while. He hasn't crashed out since last night. Last night was his last crash out. He hasn't continued since. Will it maintain that? That becomes the question. Will we be able to maintain what's going on there? I don't know. But I'm waiting for Fear the Haggis to send that. And in the meantime, I'm going to load this up because I have one last thing I want to... We can hit real fast because it won't take us too long. Here. Fear the Haggis, you send that. I'm going to do this last little bit because... if you guys don't know... Obviously, I'm a geek. I'm a weirdo here. A whole day. Sunderwear. It probably will take us most of the stream on Thursday to cover all that. Okay, it probably will. Oh, wait, you just sent it to me, so let me pull it up. Sent a video. You sent a video? Here, let me try to open this in a new tab. Hopefully it doesn't freak out, but this is what he sent me for.
On Marathon! Hey guys, you see the numbers on Marathon?
This thing is terrifying. This thing is terrifying. Ugh. Ugh, that thing's nightmare fuel. But let's do this last little bit because even though I crashed out over Supergirl yet again, god damn it, that movie will not leave me alone. I did see something because I could talk to you guys about something I really do like and I enjoy. Okay, I'm a huge fan of Robert Eggers. I love Robert Eggers' movie. I think there's only one movie that he has put out that I do not think is that good of a movie, and I think it's just too highbrow, and that was The Lighthouse. The rest of his movies I have loved, whether it's The Witch, The Northman. I own Nosferatu. I love this man's directing so much, and he has put out a new trailer for his upcoming movie Werewolf, and I wanted to react to it because I really enjoy this man's films. I love his setting. I love the way that he does everything about this film, like his films, the setting, the stylization, the fact that he loves to do folklore, like he loves to do old stylized content. He likes to delve into the stuff. He's very detailed on everything that he does, and it's just so much fun. Should I do something similar with yours? You can have no problem with that, Fear the Haggis. Do whatever you want. Have fun with it. But let's check this out. So it's 2 minutes and 14 seconds long. We're closed captioning. I think it's on. But let's just I'm gonna turn it back on just to be on the safe side. Let's watch this. I'll probably have to trim this section out, but focus features.
Child of God.
Whoa. God damn it. I'm only 21 seconds in. Already with the black and white stuff, I do like the usage of that in almost every Robert Eggers film. it's already creepy and unsettling, and I love the design that we have right here for this little dude here. This dude already, I'm wanting to see more.
Do not dread the darkness. Embrace it.
Paganism. Oh, keep moving forward. Are we gonna go down like a pagan ritual for all this? Like some old werewolf lore. It's spelled werewolf, so it's probably gonna be based on Germanic lore and areas like that. So not druids, but more than likely pagans during ancient Germanic eras.
I heard of a raving beast that ravished this country.
By the way, one of the key actors that Willem Dafoe is just like a key actor now for Robert Eggers, and I love this is something that Nolan does as well. Like you start getting actors that you would prefer to work with. That's Willem Dafoe right now for Robert Eggers. It's also the little blonde girl that was in both The Witch and Northman. He likes working with her as well. There's a lot of actors that you're starting to see making recurring roles in all these movies. I like that. I like that he's finally starting to get people like this that want to work with him, that enjoy working with him. They do great shit. It's so fantastic, and I'm always excited for the next one.
Keep my husband safe from his cursedness.
We're gonna see the wolf.
Thy soul is cursed. Thy kin are cursed.
I have to pause it. Oh god, that's a great pause. Pause champ right there. Love it. He saw Universal screw up the Monsterverse, and he took that as an offense. Yeah, never thought the Kick-Ass Kid would get into serious acting. Isn't he was in Nosferatu, wasn't he? Let me double check this. Let me double check. Was he in Nosferatu? Because I think he was. Kick-Ass. Yeah, he's Aaron Taylor Johnson. Aaron Taylor Johnson is shockingly good. Like he went from being that little bit part. He went from being the main character in Kick-Ass to being just a fucking killer actor. Almost every movie that he's put out there outside of Godzilla, I've enjoyed practically tooth and nail. He was in Nosferatu. I'm a big fan of Bullet Train. Next level work. I love it, and I like that he's gonna be the next main character here. Still haven't seen Nosferatu. Nosferatu is fucking good. It is terrifying, but I love it. He was great in Godzilla. We don't talk about that Godzilla film.
Thy world.
What the fuck? No. What the fuck is happening? What is this face?
Is cursed.
I think this is starting to show a transformation. I'm ready. I want it. I want it now. Give it to me now. Inject it into my bones. I want it. Give it to me, please. Oh, God. What the fuck am I watching? Says Max Wrist. That was the werewolf trailer. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, please. I love his films. Again, there's only one Robert Eggers movie I don't like, and I will die on this hill that I don't think it's that great of a movie. And that was The Lighthouse. The rest of them are fantastic. fantastic. Godzilla movies are goated. Fight me. The first one, the one from 2015, 2014, mid. I like the rest of them except for Godzilla versus Kong, and that's because I hate what they did to Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla is supposed to be based off of the body and frame of Godzilla, not King Ghidorah. Just do Mechagodzilla at that point in time. But okay, not crashing out on that shit. Not crashing out on that shit. We're talking this right here. Robert Eggers is just an expert. Just a fucking expert at making these films, making this style of content. The Northman is literally just not Hamlet, Macbeth. That's what the Northman is. It's Macbeth. The Witch actually delves into puritanical era America, delves with like the actual witch lore and witch mythology from England and all that stuff. It is actually fascinating. Nosferatu is it's a breathtaking take on Dracula that delves into true monstrous evil in a different, in an actual terrifying effect of it all, where Nosferatu is a vile monster. There is no like, oh my God, he's misunderstood. No, he's just evil incarnate. And I love that. And I'm so excited for the werewolf movie. I'm here for it. And my issues with The Lighthouse is it's just too... I say it's too highbrow, but I think that's being really kind to it. It's very... Is esoteric the right word? It plays really deep into symbolism. To the point that it's just too much, I think is the word. It's just too much pretentiousness. No, because I don't think it's pretentiousness. It's not pretentiousness. Because what I would view pretentiousness as is Nolan's Odyssey. That's pretentiousness. The movie might be mid, but with the casting and everything you're seeing right there, that's Nolan sniffing his own farts and thinking that it's good. This was not that. I think it's esoteric is the correct word. Like there will, excuse me, like there will be blood. No. Like you have to, I'm not going to sit here and say, don't watch The Lighthouse. Watch it for yourself and see what you guys think of it. Like that's the problem I have with The Lighthouse is it's very much psychological based, and yes, esoteric is a good way to describe it. Okay. It delves with a lot of symbolism, psychology, all this stuff, and it's really just two men trapped in an island for the entire film, and it like idolizes the lighthouse as like a god entity, kind of like literally like a Cthulhu-esque creature, but yet it's not, and it goes all over the place. Like it is an artsy fartsy film. All of his films are technically artsy fartsy. That's really artsy fartsy, so it's kind of hard to describe it. And I don't really like it. Love The Witch. Oh my God, you put The Witch in front of me and I'll watch that shit for hours over and over again. That one I think is his only dud. But let me pull up what Fear the Haggis sent me, and then we'll start wrapping it up. We'll start wrapping it up before we tap it. Right there. Up. Okay, here it is. Let me get it loaded and ready. Let me turn on the audio. Why is it fighting me? That was weird. Nope, stop. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna show it.
I love VTubers! Do you have a problem with that?
I haven't even talked about VTubers that much since That was way too on the nose. That was way too on the nose. The voice is wrong. It's the standard AI voice. And this is not me knocking what you made there at all when I say this. I'm not a fan of the standard AI voice. That's why whenever I use AI to make a video, I purposely remove it because it's so Frustrating. Wait, what is this? Oh, shit. I just saw this. So this is from Meme Copium. The quartering was so confident that Tobuscus interview would save his career. He booted up the YouTube live stream for the first time in weeks. 135 live viewers, $7 in super chats. Damn. Damn. And that stream is no longer available on YouTube. You dislike AI voices, it's always kind of slow and off. Just overdub it then. I like the standard AI voice, it does the same thing every time, and it's so fucking, it's so bad. But like, dude, do I have those bookmarked? I saw some of the super chats. Let me see, can I pull one up? Let me try real quick. I have a lot of shit bookmarked. Some of this is actually for Friday as well for the tryhards, so there's that. I know I had it. Where is it? Where is it? Here? Let me check quotes. Right here, right here. Okay, okay. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. So Brad Cool actually has a couple of the super chats here. There's this one. So cool you got Tobuscus on. Maybe Brad Cool next. Jeremy finally got his first super chat on YouTube stream. £2. Oh, but there was a couple more. This is 125p, which I don't know. I think that's quid, because Will of the Fans, I think, is also from the UK or Europe. I had fun in this chat. Best part where chat complimenting Mel's insightful insight, and when Toby got too real and Toby got too real and Jared looked like having a heart attack. Jared, be honest. How do you think this stream went? Those were her super chats. That was it. That was it. That's why he hit the fucking ad reads the moment Toby left. Is Brad Cool an actual former fan or a brilliant troll? I don't know. I don't know. But Brad Cool is the most coolest individual out there. He shows up in my chat from time to time. So shout out Brad Cool if you watch this. I appreciate you coming by, always being the good stuff. That was Will of the Fans. Yes. Yes, that was Will of the Fans. And by the way, before the end of the show, Desiree with a $9.99 says justice for Brad Cool. Thank you so much, Desiree. I really appreciate it, guys. You guys have been fucking fantastic tonight. Thank you so much. He's felt it. His channel's under attack. Whoa, buddy, says William Alt. Says justice. Will is in the Philippines. He's in the Philippines? But he's white. You know what? I'm not even gonna try it. I'm not gonna dive down that. By the way, before I forget, Don Flurgundy. Don Flurgundy put out a new video, and I'm not gonna react to this video on stream. I'm watching it by myself, but he put out a new video on the Joker. If you guys don't know who the Joker is, this dude is fucking weird. And I've had a bad feeling about him ever since I first knew him. Go check out Don's video, by the way. Here, let me pull it up. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. I haven't even finished it. I've had
you're just giving away.
I've had a not so good feeling about frickin' Joker for some time. And I've been aware of the Joker for... It was years prior to this. He got involved with a weird drama on Kick and shit like that. And it's just one of those guys where you just have an off feeling. Go check out Don Flurgundy's video, because he did great work on it. And I still need to finish it. I'm only 11 minutes in. I had to stop because of stream and all that, but it is so fucking good. And all I'm gonna say is wow. Does anyone else watch the channel Forever Casino? Did it get flagged down? How I was watching casino content on YouTube. I have not been watching that one. There's a lot of channels you can obviously go to now to watch casino content. Illicit Clips, one of them. Kino Hydra. Like if you just type in Kino Casino real quick, Duty Streams is a good one. There's Kino Casino right here. Hammer Smith. Kino Casino, DS Pikachu, the Feltoning. This is a good one. Duty Streams is right there. You could just watch them on almost all of these. The Feltoning and Kino Hydra I think do the best work, other than just Illicit Clips. So like those are the top 3 in my opinion. Everybody else does great work, don't get me wrong, but I think those are the 3 best. The Hydra heads are mini LOL. I watch them live or on replay to support them. I catch what I can on YouTube because I'm usually at work, and Kick does not. The Kick app is better than it was, but it's still not great. So, Meme Copium. I mean, he doesn't really do the... Meme doesn't do the clips. So, if you don't... Like, Meme does his own show. I'm not here to knock Meme, but if you want to see a clip, there's plenty of channels. Kino Casino Classics is good too. Lots of pre-Jer streams. I need to go look that one up because I need some of those. Because there's some really good ones from back in the day that I want to rewatch. Because that's how good Kino Casino is. There's some really good ones. Really good ones. Like, what was the one? It was a Nick Rekieta one. It was like Dear Something when he's like crashing out over this random letter that was sent to him. Dear John. It was the Dear John letter from Nick Rekieta. Kino Casino covered that one. I want to know, is that in the Kino Casino Classics? Because if it is, I'm going to fucking love it. Classic. Let's see. Kino Casino Classics. Let's see. What do they have here? Videos. Oh, they got some old ones here. Oh, God, they got old ones here. These are old ones. Holy shit. JF? Coach Red Pill versus the Quartering. These are old videos. Shiz. Like, to show you how this is how old this is. Look at that. Look at this setup. This is fucking old shit right here. That's ancient. And goddamn, Andy does look fat back then. That the downward looking down as a fat man, it never looks good for us. We have to be looking straight forward. You still need to see them react to the Coke stream. I'm going to hunt that one down because those were some wild moments. Just insane moments. I need to hunt those down because it's like moments, streams like that, moments like that, clips like that. Those are the clips that just always keep giving. So you need to react to those. But in the meantime, I'm going to start wrapping it up for the night, guys. You guys have been fantastic, and I love doing this for you guys. Again, you guys weren't around earlier. There is like a set time for streams right now. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh, I'll get this real quick. And then Sundays, once House of the Dragon is done, we'll be doing that. Okay, just putting that one out there. But real quick, from Max, because I'm not going to be able to say your last name. I think it's Max Racist. Racist. You know what? I'm calling you Max because I can't. I'm too retarded. I'm special. Shut up. I gave 2 Rumble rants to Jer. $1, $10 asking if Toby Turner, Turbuscus, if he tried coffee brand coffee, gingerbread coffee, as it was my fave Christmas in July flavor. Others gave Rumble rants like maybe $100. Wait, I heard that moment. Max, I heard that moment. Shit, I have the stream taken down. I don't have it up. I remember him asking that because that was shortly after he left. It was like, oh, I was not going to be asking Toby to, you know, check out my stuff or anything like that. Oh, I thought that was too much. It's like, no, that makes sense. Just ask the question. Have him play into the grift. Do that. But shout out, Max. Thank you for the $10. You are fucking fantastic. And I love every single one of you that are in the chat. But in the meantime, guys, again, be back Thursday, be back Friday. Gonna be working on videos in the meantime as well. Keep an eye on the channel. Let's set up a Ray. Let's go into TMNE over on YouTube for the kickers. I don't know who's live. You're going to Don Flurgany kick because Don does not set up YouTube raids yet. And probably need to talk to him about doing that. But kick boys, check out Don Flurgany. In the meantime, guys, you all have a lovely night. Have a lovely day wherever in the world that you guys might be at. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.